Wow, the trick with the white space being left out. Marta, please tell us, how do you find ideas for your next project? It's the best trick ever. Where do you find inspiration? Well, my beautiful friends, the answer is so simple. Look at this setup. And that's where I find my inspiration. Beautiful butterfly was my focal point. That's where I started, right? Then I thought, how about making something for the canvas to make it more sophisticated and elegant and different? I have a vision. Let me share that vision with you. I'm thinking about creating our canvas in the vintage style, so I will be adding elements to everywhere, to our frame. It's a canvas, but it's reversed canvas, so frame, the background, and we will be also adding those elements, those 3D elements, because I think they could be phenomenal. I really hope that I'm gonna be using this kind of way, and then somewhere there will be our butterfly. We will use also gesso. I have clear and white, not sure what we're gonna use exactly. Let me get those elements off. We will glue them down, we will add it, but at first we're gonna start off by creating our base for the canvas. So we're not having it white, we're gonna kind of get it ready and have some beautiful backgroundy scheme, and our background will be vintage, which is vintage papers. I love it. As you can tell, this is canvas and this is the reverse part of it, and I think it's fantastic because it's like a frame, it's like a shadow box, and I love that so much. So I have all these papers and I'm thinking to use some gel medium to glue it down. So here is that, and I have some brushes as well. I'm thinking which brush could be the best. Maybe this one. I'm gonna be mixing and matching the papers everywhere. I'm gonna do some of the text, I'm gonna do some of the music notes as well, so a little bit of everything. And I think I'm gonna start by, oh, I love this sound. I think I love the idea of having so much here of the music notes. I think so. I think I'm gonna, I know I said mix and match, but I think I'm gonna, oh no way, my gel medium. No. Well, I'm not surprised. I haven't used it forever. That's okay. Next one. Oh, this is working. Okay, so let's grab the gel medium, and I think I'm gonna just add a generous amount of that. Gel medium, it's like your glue. If you don't have gel medium, you may as well just use some strong adhesive, some strong glue, and you'll be perfectly fine with that. I think gel medium is great when it comes to making sure that it's gonna hold, especially heavy elements, and this is what we need this for. This one is heavy gel medium, so that's why it's so chunky, bulky, and it's like a paste nearly. And you could use it as a paste, you could use it through your stencil if you have 3D gel medium that it's so heavy bodied, you can absolutely use that. I'm trying to be a little bit faster because it is not easy to add this all over the place, because I don't want this to dry on me while I still didn't adhere the paper. Okay, I think if you hear any noises, it's Lucas fixing Hannah's bike. He's doing something. Okay, I think I like that now. And let's see if I can just have this one go in there. Oh, I love it. I really love that now. There we go. And here as well. This is fantastic, and it's a pure accident. This is how I had that page, and I do like it. I'm gonna just add some of that here and here as well. There we go. Same for this one. Now later on we will add clear gesso and stuff to prime the project, so right now everything is gonna be kind of with our gel medium, but it's not easy to work with gel medium when you want to do some coloring. So we'll just have it for now, but later on we're gonna do different, like priming with white gesso or clear gesso. Don't worry about that. Now, next stop could be this, for example. I love that. I love this. So a little bit of text as well. There we go. Super awesome. Lovely, 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 vintagey. Or we could have maybe like this kind of text, or even smaller. This kind of text go in there, or no, I think I'm gonna stick with this, which is like that kind. I think, let's see. I haven't done canvas in years now. I wonder if you remember, when was my last canvas that I create here on the channel? Because I honestly can't remember myself. And I know that you've been asking so much about canvas, and truthfully, I was not inspired at all to create anything until now. I am so inspired. I'm looking forward to creating this piece, because the thing is that I think I overdid it over the years as well, of all kinds of projects, and I was just tired of it. I felt that there isn't anything I can offer you, if you know what I mean. Nothing inspirational or nothing interesting, which I think now, after taking this kind of break from heavy mixed media, I think I have a say. I think I can just go back to it and just really truly enjoy the beauty of mixed media like now, and I like that idea. Now let's see the corner. And the noises is window opening by Lucas, by my husband. If you're new to this channel, my Lucas, you can hear him sometimes by the knock, but he's not gonna say anything to us because he's a shy guy, shy person, and also very much he wouldn't be the person in the front of the camera or in the front of anything. He's more in the background hero, I would love to call it, and I think it's fair to say it. He's my background hero, and not only mine, honestly. Look, this kind of like Tetris, adding the elements. I love that. I really, really love that. Now, maybe this a little bit would be nice. I think so. So how many of you have been like, do you know what, if I can ask you to let me know if you have been waiting for the mixed media canvas, if your sort of vision and hope for the new project in the mixed media canvas is coming true now, I would love to hear that. Please let me know. Leave me a comment saying that this is something you have been waiting for. I would love to hear it, honestly. I would love to know that. Now, I'm trying to see now what kind of background, what kind of elements, paper elements we will be adding to this project. Oopsie. I wouldn't mind to keep this one more plainish, if you know what I mean, because I think it's just nice to have a sort of frame feel and sort of not frame feel. Oh, so we have like you know, like mix of both, I guess. We have a little bit of that happenings in the middle, and then we have this quietness here on the frame, and I like that because I think it's a nice mixture where we have where the inside is so busy and loud, and the inner part, the outside part, is so quiet and calm, and I think it's great. And I think it's nice because it will just be different from each other. It will be like a frame, really. It will give us the frame feeling, I guess. I like that. Now, so I'm just adding, as you can tell, the edges sort of thing, and here as well. And lastly, the top one. It's a gorgeous idea. I love this idea altogether, I have to say. Totally my style, my cup of tea, right? At least now. It was changing over the years, you know, what I love and what I wish to create and use and stuff. But I'm so excited to be back to this kind of creating, and I really hope you will like that as well. Okay, let's glue this down. I think it's phenomenal. I love it already. Look, this is gonna be going there. We need some texts. We need some of these texts here as well. I'm not too sure yet how I'm gonna glue it down exactly, but I'm hopeful and excited that it's gonna be nice, because I think you just have to start as well. You gather your elements, this is your inspiration. You gather your elements and you start envisioning, and then you start looking for different elements that can go with it. And that's how my vision is kind of happening. So my first idea was to create a canvas, because this was the idea from you guys. So that was my starting point, right? Then I thought, this canvas, okay, it's big. Well, if it's big, that means I need some bigger focal point, otherwise it's not gonna be just looking any good. And that's what I did. I started looking for big focal point. And my big focal point was this gorgeous butterfly from the rice papers. And I thought, wow, this is it. I love it. I love it. It can be just exactly what I need. So this is where the whole idea came from the starting point of what project I'm gonna make, which is canvas. Then when it's canvas, how big, and then when it's how big, we know what kind of elements we're gonna look for to complement the size of the canvas. Because you have to remember as well that if you will be making a small canvas page or canvas, yes, your elements can be smaller. But if you have such a large surface like this one, I think either you have a lot of small elements or you have a big focal point. And I really wanted and loved to have this big butterfly being used. Not only that it's beautiful, but it's such a perfect for this size of a canvas. So here is that. I think look for your inspiration in your products, in the elements that you gathered over the years in your studio. And you know what? Please don't feel like, oh no, this is too expensive, I can't use it. Or look, if something is not working, just rip it. Oh, the ripping effect is even nicer. So if something that you feel like, oh no, I spent so much on that, I'm not good enough to use it, well, how are you gonna learn? Like, if you're not good enough to use it, how you gonna learn otherwise? Tell me. You just have to use these. Plus, you paid for that. It's your beautiful element that you wanted it. Enjoy it. You know, it's like having a clothing. You purchase it to wear it, not to look in the wardrobe, right? So it's the same with the craft supplies. Just use them and enjoy, because this is what you wanted, and you deserve to treat yourself in the project as well. Use the best things that are making you super happy crafter. Super happy crafter. I am a super happy crafter since many years, and I remember this back then, years ago, when I was like, okay, this is it. I'm gonna be getting some better supplies, some a little bit more expensive ones, those that I really dream of, those that someone else is using, but it's working like a charm for them. And the moment I changed this attitude was such a life changer, and so refreshing and so good. Oh, I love this one, guys. I honestly adore that. Let me just have a peek. I'm thinking about this, so we can have all these. Actually, to make my life easier, I will just start having these like that. And just to be clear, I am not planning on how I'm gonna be placing these elements. They're just gonna be going random. Well, unless it's K and K next to each other, that then I can change my idea. But otherwise, I'm not planning which letters I will be using. I just hope for some bit of interesting thing. Now, I wanted to say as well something important, that I haven't add the text and the book pages on here, which is okay, I think, because it's your project. If you don't feel like going with your paper book elements, book pages in the edges, in here on the sides, that's okay. Like, it's such a time-consuming process that I just won't bother. Honestly, I'm always honest, and it's a time-consuming, very much process, so I'm just gonna skip it, because I don't mind the real raw sort of canvas, because it's brown and it looks good, and I will still color it, so I may as well just have it like that. Actually, now that I remember, I think I know where's also my inspiration coming from. There was this project years back where I used also text letters, wooden one. I need to look for that. If I remember while editing this one, I will give you the link to that, because that was fantastic. It was vintage, not vintage, it was using tags on the background, and also using letters, and also using no cost kind of ideas, I think, if I remember correctly. I'm also adding elements that are upside down, or you know, it doesn't really matter how I'm actually adding them, except that I really wish them to be funky and pretty sort of looking, kind of matchy to it. I think I'm going to be jumping with a little bit of maybe brown wash on top of that, or before that I'm going to add some clear gesso. We shall see. For now, I do like it. No, I love it. You know, when I say like means I like it. When I say love, it's truthfully something I truly think it's gorgeousness, and I really love that. Now there we go. Obviously I'm going top and right and left, not the middle part, because as you can imagine, in the middle part we're gonna have our butterfly, so I wouldn't like to have him too scrunched because of the elements underneath him. It's possible, of course, but I just figured I'm gonna be lazy and just going top and bottom. However, maybe we add something else, I don't know. I just think it will be so much neater to have him kind of in the clear picture, a clear background, rather than having busy background happening and texture one, because it would stick differently and it will be much more difficult. As you can tell, my letters are upside down, vertical, horizontal and all, and I think I love it like that. No, definitely, not I think, I definitely love that. Oh, a little steps from my hobby. My hobby. Are you going to shop? Yes, I hope you do. Please, if you can get blueberries for me, not only for me, for us. And what else? Cucumbers, and tomatoes, and maybe some salad, some lettuce, salad, something, but not necessarily the one that I used the last month. Hello. Hi baby, how are you? Do you like it? Oh, I thought you liked my project. No, you like the sparkles, of course. I was like, wow. I thought she's saying wow to my project, but no, she's saying wow to... You like my project as well? I'm glad you do. Okay, I think I'm good. You can open it, but keep it in mind, I will need that for my project, okay?
Pick which one and I can give it to you.
No, I don't know yet which one. You can pick something for yourself, like 1 or 2 elements for your what?
Bottle?
For your what?
Bottle.
Bottle? What bottle? Oh, this bottle. Oh, no, that's a sticker, Hannah. It won't go inside. No, leave it, because honestly,
No, I'm putting it here
on top of it. Oh, okay. Sorry, you can do that. Actually, that's a good idea.
I just have to open it.
Już ci pomogę, poczekaj. One second.
Be careful with these.
Nie, to się otwiera, zobacz. Look. You can just open it like that. And there we go. No.
Oh, you used one of them. 2.
How many would you like to use?
I don't know yet, but I'm going to use
A very few. Okay, keep some for myself as well, okay? Thank you. They are sticky. Okay. Now, I absolutely love this, guys. Love what I see now. And also one thing, I will be putting on sale my project. Maybe this will also go in the shop, in my online store, Maremi Small Art. So keep an eye. I don't know yet how it's gonna be. Maybe it's not gonna be as nice. I don't know. However, it will be going on sale. A lot of my projects are gonna be... Sorry for the noises. Hannah is doing her bottle. Can I show everyone your bottle? Would you like to show it?
In a minute.
in a minute when it's halfway down. Okay, now I'm gonna wash off this. Oh no, 1 second. We can glue this down as well, because I had a vision of gluing this one and I think it's gonna be gorgeousness. Honestly, I really feel it is just what I wish for the project to be. So I just washed this, and that's okay. I take another brush, that's okay. And I'm gonna just add the glue in places, well, not glue, the gel medium. Well, glue. Gel medium is great for heavy elements like this kind, and those heavy elements, I will try to see if I can find links to it, because I purchased it really long time ago. We're talking like really long time ago, so I'm not 100% sure if I can find it, and I can't remember where I purchased. Was it Ali or something like that? Because these are elements more for furniture or things, so it's not a typical crafty stuff. So honestly, I will try to see if I can find links to it, but I can't promise you. I'll try. Okay, I think this is it. I love it. I love it. And we're gonna do this as well, which is more or less everything. Or maybe like that. Or maybe like that. Oh, everything nearly needs some gel medium. So there we go.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
Beautiful?
Yep.
Good.
I just need the very last one.
Now.
Yep.
So.
I'm done.
Done? Wow! Oops! That's okay. There we go. A bottle with some shine. Thank you, Hannah.
Wow.
Hania, co się mówi?
Thank you.
Good job. Good girl. Okay, so we have some heavy gel medium here on top. That's maybe a bit too much here, or too much there as well. Okay, now there we go. And I don't know, upside down, down, upside. Honestly, I don't know. I think like that. It feels that it's gonna be better like this. Yeah. I fixed the camera up higher a little bit so you can see better. It is gorgeous. My next thing and element and idea to this project is to fussy cut my butterfly. Now, normally, oh, there are two of them. Normally, what I would do, possibly, I would get this paper and just not fussy cut it, but use it with my clear gesso and just use it as normally, I like with the background around it. But for some reason recently I feel like I really wish to fussy cut it and have it proper only butterfly without any background happening. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fussy cut this. Beautiful. And if you're wondering about the paper, it's Line Art Craft papers. Let me show you the plan for the next minutes. I fussy cut my butterfly, it's there, and I also added off camera, these are glued down, but off camera I added this one, I added this one, and this one. Look, it's nice, but I think the composition of the butterfly, the shape of the butterfly, I think it's beautifully filled in now with the letters. Same for this one, these elements. So I'm going like triangle here and triangle here, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I can't remember how it was, but anyway, something like that. These are, so this is all glued down. I may get rid of this one if I manage it, because I think it's a bit too far. I may get rid of this one, and if I'm gonna rip the papers, oh, it's actually not too bad. So here is that. So we're going like the composition, I hope you can see it's here and it's here. So the letters are going similar kind of idea. And look, I found that these are Mixed Media Craft O'Clock words. I don't know if it's gonna match, but look at this one. It's called Don't forget to fly. I mean, oh, come on. I think it could be maybe here when it's done. Maybe here when it's done. I don't know yet. And that's for the like last moment. The butterfly is a bit too big, so the wings are going under, and same for here. I had to rip a little bit of a paper to have it under. Maybe I can have it slightly above so that I have more room here and this, or if I can find in the white, I don't know, let's say which one. It doesn't matter right now. I have more more here. This is the time. Let's say which one. Follow your heart could be, let's say, I don't know. This is just an idea which color will be nicer. I think the brown is speaking to me this time. So I also will show you the trick how to adhere the butterfly that is going to be visible. If you new to collaging mixed media, if you will glue down on the brown paper here, the butterfly will lose its color. The best is to adhere it on the white surface underneath it. So what we will do is, once we decide about where our butterfly is going to be placed, which is for example here, I'm going to be outlining with the pencil, which I'm going to even do now. I'm going to outline, just have to think which exactly. I think it's good like that, right? It is. Let's say like here. So basically I'm going to just add the drawing, the pencil. I don't know if it's going to draw because of the gel medium on top, but even a little bit, so that way we can have 1 second, Hannah. We can have, go to daddy and ask daddy. We can have the outline for the butterfly, and we can add white of gesso, layer of gesso. Okay, we can see that's okay. Let's redo it with my. Now I'm not worried about the outlining with sorry, with the pen, because we will be outlining that possibly anyway. I'm just trying to see how. Oh, super. Let's say like this. Doesn't want to go there, is it? Huh? There we go. So I'm gonna outline with this pen, and then once I have it outlined, I will add white at least to a bit of part of this outline, because you will see that the white under the blue, it is so much better. It will just make the butterfly stand out basically, and it will be just visible. And it's like with the decoupage. If you ever tried decoupage technique, you know what I mean. The best is the creamy whitey color underneath it, so that way you are able to have your paper more visible. I hope that makes sense. Now, there we go. Trust me, this is a great trick with the white. Now, and I'm not worried about, as I said, about the outlining, because I would possibly outline it when it's glued down anyway. So there we go. So we have the outline of butterfly. I hope you can see that. More or less, obviously, more or less, something like that. So I'm gonna add white in here. The rest, and I glued this down, of course, the rest will be more into vintage brown color. We're gonna do, let's add the layer of gel medium now, and we're gonna add the letters. And I think the composition, and truthfully the composition kind of appeared because when I started adding elements. So basically you kind of work ahead depending on the project. So some of the ideas are only coming to your mind because you're starting adding and creating and gluing and stuff. So same for this one. The idea of kind of triangular shape of those letters came only when I knew that I prefer the glue, the letters to be, oh, this is not glue, top to bottom, top and bottom, not anywhere else. But then when everything was glued down, it kind of appeared just right to have them in this kind of rectangular, triangular shape. So once we have this done, we get the clear gesso layer now, and we're gonna focus on adding layer of clear gesso on top of our, everywhere actually, on top of our letters once they dry and all, and on top of our frame, actually everywhere. I'm gonna prime everywhere, literally, well, except the, let's say, except the butterfly kind of thing, because it's gonna be, the butterfly is gonna be white gesso, but everywhere else I'm gonna just add the layer of clear gesso. So this is like priming everything and making sure that all the letters in between everything is, I'm gonna be gentle here because those letters didn't dry yet. Now I will also prime these elements, of course. So everything is priming, means we're getting this ready for any kind of medium work and for the coloring, for everything. This is a gorgeous idea because it's a great idea because you can add whatever you like when you have your element primed. If you don't own clear gesso, you can make one yourself. Not, I wouldn't suggest it, but if you have to, try to find some tutorial on YouTube for clear gesso. But I would suggest you to get yourself a tube of clear gesso. It is your best friend, whether you paper crafter and doing art journaling, collaging, or whether you mix media heavy object like this, mixed media canvases. Clear gesso, it could be your best friend. It is my best friend, and maybe it will become yours as well. You would use it to a lot of projects, if not all of them, to be very honest, especially all these mediums work. It is a magic, it's a must-have, it's a go-to thing. As you can tell, I'm adding it everywhere. I'm gentle because everything is still wet and the gesso, the gel medium haven't dried 100% on the pieces here, so I don't want to move it. So I'm just adding gently, taking my time, because I think I'm gonna leave it for a few minutes, leave it to dry naturally itself, and I'm gonna come back to it maybe in the evening or something, once everything is fully dry. There we go, making sure that where our butterfly is, it's also around it, it's also gessoed. There we go. Now, and definitely on our elements here, on our wooden elements, and the frame as well, and the sides of the frame, why not? Now, the weather is gorgeous in Ireland today, so I think I'm gonna leave this collage right now, leave this to dry itself naturally. Super awesome. And we possibly will go to fairy gardens, and we're gonna just enjoy an hour or two with Hannah going for a walk. Maybe Emily will join us, I don't know. I doubt it. The teenagers don't rather hang around with parents anymore, right? Although I'm so happy that she joined the tennis and she plays tennis, like the four of us are going to play tennis once, twice a week. We try, I play nearly every day, but the family goes like, let's say, once, twice a week. That's awesome. And hello, oh, you have the book, you told me about it yesterday, is it?
No, it's...
You told me about this book yesterday in the evening.
This is the...
The mermaid?
The different one.
Okay.
This is a different one. But it might be kind of similar.
Might be somewhere?
Similar.
Similar. Okay, similar. Okay. Would you like me to read it to you, or did Daddy read it to you last night, or what is it?
I don't even know what it is.
We can read it together. But you know what? I'm gonna finish this one now, because it's pretty much done. The collage here, the coloring part. Oops.
You don't even put the flower on?
The flower?
Yeah.
No. not yet anyway, maybe later, but I have no plan for flowers. I'm gonna put the butterfly in the middle. You see the drawing? Can you see the drawing in there? It's the butterfly here. See the outline of butterfly?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping to put this butterfly on top of that once everything is fully dry and done. Now, there we go.
I would put some, like,
One second.
in the middle. I would put some of these in the middle. Would you do that?
Which one?
Like
This,
these?
oopsie, the crystals? Yes, I'm hoping to put crystals on the butterfly when it's done.
I would put it in the middle.
In the middle? Okay. Well, in the middle of the butterfly, no?
Like this butterfly, I would put some.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll see. Okay, my friends, I'm gonna go check the family, check my husband and see what's going on, and I hope you will return to me in the evening with me watching it. Of course, it's gonna be only 5 seconds for you, or 1 second. When I be back, for me will be a few hours, so this will be dry and we will see each other for the coloring part, for the awesome tip with the white gesso. I may do white gesso right now as well, to be honest, since I am now yes, absolutely, Marta, good thinking, because this will also dry and we can have wow, I love that. Now, have I done this before? Not that precisely, particularly with the object. I've done with some papers, so I know this is a good idea. However, I'm not too sure if, for example, it's not going to be sticking out. So, do you know what? I'm gently about adding this everywhere kind of thing. And I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of white where the blue is, where the brightest elements are. Because the black is the black, obviously, but the brightest element, which is the blue, the yellow, I'm making sure it's going to be there for sure. We can repeat the coloring part when it's dry, for example. But for now, I think it looks gorgeous. I think it's fantastic. It's a great tip, because if you love something in the version, not paper version, but the rice paper version, or napkin version, or tissue paper version, that's ice cream one. If you, Hannah, go to Daddy and ask Daddy, okay? Because right now I can't. So, of course, she's excited about ice creams. Of course, she's excited about ice creams. Now, I'm just thinking to redo maybe this one. Yeah, I think it's lovely. So I'm gonna leave it to dry, my gorgeous friends. Everything is pretty much dry. We had some lunch. Lucas is heading to a shop with Hannah right now, so I can finish off this video, which is fantastic that I can do that. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna jump in with the second layer of white. So this way, for definite, our butterfly is gonna be super visible. It's gonna be much easier for me to have this really nice embellishment, nice focal point, that it's gonna be just really striking, I hope, at least. That's my hope and vision for this one. So layer number 2. Once this is dry, I'm gonna be coloring, and we have to think what color we're gonna use, whether we're gonna go for some vintagey sprays or inks. Let's spray some water on our letters and our beautiful embellishment, and I'm thinking to jump in with the Oxide, with the Pumice color. Love this so much. My only issue is I think I'm gonna try to cover up pretty much our butterfly, because that's the reason why we kept it white, right? Not to we kept it white, so not to color it now. So I'm gonna just try to have this a little bit, maybe that kind of white, and let's see. Oh, I love this. Wow, I adore this. That's a weird color that is there through the... That's okay. My thinking is this could be a little bit more vintagey, so how about adding some of this brownish in the grooves. It's gold, kind of goldy. This one is Lindy Starburst with the golds. Oh, I love this in the grooves, and I think I'm gonna jump in with the gray color as well, the iced spruce. I think I haven't done coloring in this way for many years. Guys, I wonder, when was the last mixed media canvas video of this kind? Any of you remember? We need to go and check my videos and see what was the last project. Who can check that for me? Because I'm really curious myself. What was the last project? Now, have a look that I'm adding this gold, not on the letters, but in between the letters, in the grooves. That's right, in the grooves. And same for the... Oh, I love this. Same for this wooden element. It's on the grooves as well. There we go. I love this method of coloring, the coloring with the tube directly, because it's giving me this vibe without splashing, and I rather not to splash. I wonder how come the Pumice color came out yellow. Pumice is pretty much gray, so how come it's yellow? I can't get that, but that's okay. We still have time to color it, change it, decide. Maybe we're gonna go for gray, maybe more for brown. We shall see. I will add I will add, maybe it's the mixture of water and the spray, I don't know. I will add some color here as well. I hope you can see. There we go. In the grooves, and we need to allow this to dry, all of it, and then once it's dry we can think for some other coloring option with the white, I guess, and doing more like bringing this all together and making sure that it kind of stands out and all. That is lovely. Okay, how about adding that bluey gray? Oh, I love this. There we go. So I really hope this will go in the grooves, as we say, so in between the letters, that it's gonna be in between the letters. So this is where I'm placing my color. There we go. It is a time-consuming process, but it's beautiful as well. It's very much rewarding because when it's done, it's gonna be really nice. Sometimes I'm touching accidentally the letters. Oh, that's interesting. If we keep the letters, if we take out, oh, I love this. If we keep the letters, wow, look at that. Oh wow, we're gonna definitely add some white on top of the letters. Now, whoops, I nearly tripped over my gray on the project. Of course, the inks, the sprays, they do make the letters being colored. You may love it, you may say, oh no. It does color it big time, as you can tell. because everything is joined together, everything is really wet as well. So that's why we have this fact that when you touch it, it's kind of... But because we had as well everything with the gesso being on top of it, you can kind of wash it off stuff and wash it off stuff and, you know, try to keep things as you like, and you can wash it off with the baby wipe because the gesso was on top. So that's the beauty and reason as well why we keep adding gesso, clear gesso on top. Why do we add it? So we have the project being primed basically. I absolutely adore this. It's not even dry, it's not even finished. If by any chance I'm gonna take this and it's gonna be colored because of the spray or something went in, don't worry. What will happen is that we will... Oh, look, the color in the grooves, how gorgeousness. What happened is that we will do the... We can add white even more. The coloring in the grooves is just what we love about these kind of elements. Whether it's chipboard, whether it's wooden element, woody bend, wood you bend, or stuff like that, doesn't matter. Whatever you have on hand, whatever you are using. I absolutely adore this vintage feel to it. Very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Wow, I really so like that. I really so like that. Do you know what? It's a project that it's very different to my previous in a way because it's different. But at the same time, it does feel like it's the old, not only old style of making stuff, but also like, I think it feels like old Marta. How do you feel? I think you probably may say similar. It does feel Marta. It does feel old times. I know how much you missed it and you mentioned it to me so many times. The canvas, mixed media. Where's our mixed media girl? I miss your mixed media. I miss your canvases. I miss mixed media canvases. Like the voices about this was so many, like a lot. But honestly, I just didn't feel like them back then. And I'm glad I took that break. I'm glad that I took that time. So now I really am recuperated. Is that a word? And I really love what I see. And I really feel inspired. And I think that's just fantastic, being inspired by this. No. I love it so much. Now you have to as well be very careful because it's a fine line between doing and overdoing. So I'm kind of at the point that I'm thinking, do you know what? I love what I see. I think I wouldn't like to change much. So what I will do is I'm gonna just dry this right now. My beautiful friends, I'm looking at this canvas. Everything is dry and I was just thinking, wow, the trick with the white space being left out while we work for the butterfly to be added later on, it's the best trick ever. If you think about it, you don't have to worry about splattering the butterfly. You don't have to worry about destroying it. You don't have to worry about that some things will go onto your butterfly and it's not washable. I mean, this is the best mixed media trick of all. It's the first time I sort of work this kind of way, and I think honestly it's great for beginners, it's great for everyone, but for those who are afraid of the focal point being ruined, this is it. This is like awesome. Even now, I don't have to yet add the butterfly. I will literally just jump in with my gesso. And great trick about white gesso, gessoing, whitening as well is to, well, first of all, make sure everything is dry before you start adding your gesso. The flip of the brush motion, it's the trick kind of you wish to do. Now, why am I doing it? It's for the elements to be more visible, and it's like it kind of brings the the curves more visible, and it's like this great effect of shading where we have detail being really like, oh, you can see now between this and this where you have all the white. Now you may want to wait a little bit in between adding second layer of white if you fancy it, because gesso is water based, so of course it's gonna like react with water, and if the surface in general is not dry, it will soak into the elements and it won't be as white. So you can add the one layer, move it elsewhere, and come back to it when it's dry. But look at the difference between gessoing the element and not gessoing. Look at this one, the detail is not as visible, which when you start adding the white, all the detail, all the grooves are starting to be visible, and that's exactly what we wish to achieve. So saying about the trick for the butterfly, honestly, I'm so proud of it, because I hope with this trick now, honestly, those of you who were so scared of using your rice paper for the focal point for mixed media project, those of you who are scared and all, I really hope this is giving you courage and a trick and a way and a tip to actually go for it and to actually try and work this way with any element of sort. It doesn't have to be but it doesn't have to be rice paper, it could be tissue paper, it could be napkin, it could be regular paper as well, but at least to have the idea where it's gonna be placed and stuff, it's giving us this permission of even mistaken, because if the color would go on that white surface, I could easily come back with the white and put it on top, which if anything goes on the butterfly, it would be difficult to come back. Now we're gonna try to have a little bit of white as well. Now bear in mind, I'm trying to add the white where it's already bright, so I will make sure that I'm gonna be more of enchasing the where it's brighter, like here, for example, here ink is brighter, not there as such. So I'm focusing, at least for now, because at least I also see mixed media in general as the work of steps, but also a feeling what things may provoke later on. And for example, one step can provoke some other, that's a bad word, like it's a consequences of stuff. So you can see as well how beautifully it's enchased now, the white towards those letters. You can see the difference between when you do have the gesso and you don't. Now again, it is not something you have to add to your mixed media project. It is something that speaks to me. It is something that completely works for me, and I love how it's done. I love in general adding the white to my projects. I used to love it, and I can see that I still love it basically. Now possibly I'm gonna add in more places, but less. I'm focusing, as I said, on the actual current whiter spots on the letters and just enchasing those whites kind of thing. So it's not everywhere, but it's in the places, in some of the moments of my letters, I guess. And I like the distress feel to it. I like it, I love it actually. And we're gonna do exactly the same thing here. So the P is a bit whiter there, same for here. Then we have the M maybe here, then we have O, which is pretty much bright. Then in the middle part of that G, that it's upside down. The A at the bottom part. Sometimes you can just do a lot or none. You can just do try to do the, if not the letters, you can the whole letters. You can try to do the outside, the borders of the letters, you know. Oh, some of the pigment reacted. That was one of the spray that I haven't used, but some dust fell off on the project as well. I mean, seriously, it is gorgeous. I'm gonna add some, maybe not too much, but it's some. Oops, that's some of them. So to bring them more or less to kind of visual life. So a little bit everywhere, but in places, some of the places more. Wow, we love this. so very much. Wow, I adore this, adore this. Now, we're not done yet because we still have the frame. Now, I haven't done anything on this side because it's not so obvious color, you know? Oh, wow. Love this. Beautiful, beautiful. Super job. Now, and the last touch. The sides are ready as well, but I'm gonna jump in quickly for the last touch of gesso on top of these grooves here, on top of these elements. Same for in some of the places, keep it even more white because it's dry now, so it does allow me to. I like the distress touch on those letters, like you can see that the distress of the paint. I love that, honestly, I do. Now I'm thinking now as well, since we're doing the white and all, I think I would maybe love to have a little bit of that, oh, there we go, a little bit of that going on here on the edge of the canvas, something like that. There we go. And maybe some on the side as well, so just in the places. Oh, I love this. So it's like finishing touch to this project, you know. I love this. Wow, oops, super. Wow, even more white in places. Super. Wow. Oh, I love this so much. I have to say that there's some bit of a stickiness going on weirdly, and that's probably because of the Oxide ink. So I wonder if the stickiness will go away. I hope it will. If not, that's okay, because no, eventually it probably will. If not, then I'm sure you can try to do the on the stickiness. I'm sure you can try to possibly clean it off somehow with the powder, baby powder, not baby powder, some powder, kitchen something. Wow, okay. I think we can definitely say that the priming and the whole idea is done. I have my butterfly, I have clear gesso, and I think we can start adding our final beautiful touch. I will just start by placing the layer of clear gesso on the butterfly, on the white butterfly. I just wanted to say that not every clear gesso will work as your glue and a primer at the same time. This one from Little Birdie, it does. I know that it's impossible right now to purchase it, but I know that it's gonna be back in stock very soon. The Little Birdie is coming back to be available again. I had this information from Rashmi, the owner herself. She has messaged me saying, Marta, we're back. I'm so excited. New is coming, so I'm excited for them. And hopefully, as she mentioned, the gessos are gonna be back, because white gesso is phenomenal. I was helping with the texture of it, how thick it was, to do the great white gesso. So I'm really excited for them, and I hope they're gonna be back soon. Now, let's just focus on making sure that we're gonna place the butterfly in just the right spot, because there we go, because it is going underneath it. There we go. So oopsie, so as I was thinking, so it may not be that easy. Oh, there we go. I think this is just right. It is. There we go. Oh, I love this so much. Now I will be adding my gesso right now on top of the butterfly, not outside as yet, because first of all, I really wish to adhere what's underneath it. Second of all, if you start rubbing this stuff on the project, the everything is water-based, not waterproof, so everything will start going on top of your butterfly. So right now my focus is to make sure that I have enough things go. Oh, there is something from the some whiteness from the gesso. How this happened, don't know. There we go. And in a minute I will possibly start, there we go, adding the, I guess I just have to see. There we go. It's a fine line between not adding too much and then too little, so it's not gonna stick, or it will stick. I think I didn't do too well the actual edges with the gesso, so make sure you have enough on your edges. There we go. Super. Oh, I love this so much. No, we don't have enough of that wing. There we go. Same for this one. Let's have enough of that. 1 second. I need a little bit more of this here as well. There we go. There we go. Oh wow, I love it. I so love this. There is some element of the paper sticking out. That's why this one is not really sticking, because one moment please. I think I need to get rid of that paper element that is there, which is not there we go, which is not allowing the butterfly to just be on the project. I think I just have to get rid of that. There we go, paper. Then add plenty fluid and then add this. There we go, so much better now. And I think, yes, super. Wow, oh, I love this so much. Oh, you see, because of the white, then we kind of washing it. But don't worry, because what we can do is you can just grab your tissue and you can just remove that if you feel like it's not black enough. There we go. Because it's just so it will be just fine. There we go. Voila. Wow. Now we have something else to be done, which is the title that I think it's lovely there and it matches, but also I think I would love some black splashes this time. I'm gonna add the white splashes and black splashes. Weird, isn't it? But I just think it's gonna be just right, I hope. So I'm just adding this for the white splashes, because I think I like the white splashes on here, on the kind of on the letters. Well, at least I'm gonna start and we will see where the splashes are gonna be. Is it everywhere? Is it on the letters only? Will we add then the black ones? We shall see, because I'm thinking of the black ones to go more on the butterfly, if you know what I mean. A little different than my probably usual, but that's kind of how it feels, how I feel will be right. The frame as well, Marta, the frame as well, because it will be nice. I honestly have to say I love it, and I love how, I don't know if you noticed it, but we have the color happening here, but around the butterfly we really kept the original music notes and books, and there's not much color, it's not covered. You'll see in a second when I uncover it that this is the way it's done. It's actually really nice. So there we go. White splashes here more, and maybe we can have some more here as well. Awesome. So that's awesome. then we could take this away. We could dry this a little. Oh, look at it. Oh, I love it. I love it. And I'm thinking, let's dry this tiny bit. And I have my watercolor. The black one. I need to do a test of the splashes. Oh, lovely. And I think that's it. I think I would like this to be like really in just a few places, and that's it. And maybe here, and that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna show you something that I posted just on my Instagram, where I posted this one in the morning, coffee, studio time, a new video recording. This was on my Instagram. If you're not following me, please do, Maremi Small Art. And here is a sneak peek, so you could see that I'm working on the canvas as well, what's gonna happen today, a little bit of studio as well. And then I have posted a sneak peek of work in progress, where I am right now. And there we go. This is the canvas. And then I have posted a poll, which text to choose, the white one, the top, or the brown one. I voted myself for the brown one. We shall see in a minute how many we're gonna have votes, and I'm gonna probably still go for the brown one, because now that I see both, I think the brown is not, I think it is just what's the word, it's melting into the canvas, which this stands out too much. In old Marta, I think I liked when it was standing out kind of, which now the new Marta is thinking more of a cohesive project that like the titles kind of blends in nicely. I don't know, we shall see. I wonder, obviously the project is done, but I wonder your opinion. What would you vote if you could? White text or brown text? I'm gonna show you them both. Let me show you. This is Use Your Wings. It's nice. I like it though. Let me swap for Don't Forget to Fly. I don't know now, because at the same time, this, I think in the camera the brown one looks worse, which the white one matches with the leathers actually. Well, that's interesting. Now this is white with some inking. Nah, well, that could be nice as well technically. I don't know now. How about using both? Is that too much? Is that Emily? Are you here? Go on, help me out which to choose, because I honestly don't know. I wonder which Emily is gonna go for. We have two titles, Emily. We have brown and white. Which one would you go for? I believe you didn't listen, so you don't know which I would go for. Which one would you choose? Use Your Wings in white for the canvas. It's finished project, sort of. This one or this one?
I think this one.
Brown one? I think the same for some weird reason.
The white's just too, like...
Is it?
I feel like the brown matches better.
Yeah, and actually Natalie voted. I just checked Instagram. Natalie, our niece, my niece, your cousin, voted as well for brown one. I just saw her. She was third person voting. So by accident I saw what she voted for. I think I'm gonna stick with this one, even though I haven't checked what others are voting for. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump for this one. I have to say it will be lovely. So let's grab some gel medium. No, Marta, this is not a good idea. Maybe I can use this one. I just, you know, I have so many watercolor brushes out there, and I don't have mixed media brushes, funny enough, because I just don't have that many, and it's just different now that I was painting so much that I just have to grab my mixed media brushes and have them out, because I didn't have them out for the past months. I wonder if you're happy that mixed media is back and that Marta is back with kind of old way of chatting. So the video is like an hour, 2 or 5 long. someone recently said on the live that it would be amazing to make a live class, not live class, live and cleaning the studio live. Would you like that? Like, this is weird to me in a way, but would that be watchable? Something like I clean my desk, my studio and everything, and I tell you about it while you clean yours, or what? Like, I don't know how this works, or is it just keeping each other company and we talking all the time? Well, that makes sense then as well. If I keep on talking, which is normal to me, and you are listening and maybe you do your project or clean up as well, I don't know. Let me know, would that be fun idea? Now let's glue this one down. I think I'm happy with that brown. It's just different to what I would go normally, and I like that something have clicked and changed in me, I think, for the past months. And taking a break from mixed media altogether was just a great way to stand back and maybe have a different feel for everything, I guess. I went back and I checked it. It was 2 years ago when we've done the last canvas. It was a beautiful video with 2 projects. We've been doing canvas and a journal page together, and the question was, can we do the same project in 2 different ways, on the page and on the canvas? And this was also with the butterflies canvas like this one, and it was also reversed canvas, but square, not rectangular one, but completely different if you look at it. But I can't believe it, it's been 2 years, so even more for that I'm delighted that we've done canvas today. And let me just play this one. It is so weird to listen to myself, so I had to pause it. My beautiful friends, we will be finishing here, sadly. However, we've been chatting quite a lot, but before you go, before you turn off my video, please leave me a comment. Let me know if this sort of comeback of Mixed Media Marta is something you've been looking for. I would love to hear from you. Honestly, the more comments we get, the more likes up we get, the better, because not only I'm gonna know that, yes, Marta, we need you, we need your chats, we need no edits video, we need this kind of crafting so I can sit down and craft with you right now in the moment, but also YouTube will know that, hey, wow, there is 20, 30, 100 people interested in this video because they comment, they are interacting with my video, with her video, I mean, and it will tell YouTube to recommend you the next videos that I'm gonna create. You will be notified about it all, and also, truthfully, it will be recommended to the new people that never seen my channel. So honestly, if I can ask for one thing ever only, it's to leave me a comment and watch my videos. That's it, or that's a lot or nothing. I don't know, it depends on how you looking at it, but that's exactly what I would love you to do. So thank you so very much. I hope inspirational will hit you as much as it did me with this project, because I truly enjoy every second of it. I enjoyed the whole process. I enjoy how quirky, different it is, the vintage, not so brown vintage, which I love, and the very much standing out butterfly. Weird but beautiful. I wanted to sell this piece as well, and when I was making it I was sure it's gonna go on sale to my store, but for now I think honestly it's very hard for me to part with my projects, and this one is staying with me, to be honest, at least for now. But if you're curious, check the shop, because there will be some original artworks in the store for sale very soon. So anyway, bye for now, my beautiful friends. Stay happy, stay healthy, mind yourself and your loved ones. Yeah, stay curious and just make art. Enjoy your projects, enjoy your products, and just get the best supplies you ever owned and just do your art. And it's as simple as that. The more you do, the better you become, the more confident you will get, and most importantly, give yourself a permission to use what you have, play with those supplies that you gathered over the years, and just use them, guys. Just do it. Happy crafting, happy mixed media. Yeah, Marta is back, and I hope you are happy as much as I am. Bye for now. I love you. Bye bye. If you wondered about the voting, here is the result, at least for now, which is 60% for the brown one and 40 for the white one. Yeah, the same as I have chosen, at least for now. So bye for now, guys. Bye.